Giving Back to the Community, founder and president Brenda Hughes, and board secretary Edward Kraut. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Bart.
And Happy New Year.
Oh, you as well.
I was at a couple of your events this past year, and they're very successful. It appears that 2022 was a good year for your organization.
Absolutely.
It was an amazing year.
It was.
You probably measure success with the numbers of people you help.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. And this year was, every year it gets a little better,
Yeah,
you know,
it
and
does.
it's good. We're expecting big things for 2023 for the community.
All right, well, let's look back at 2022 first.
Okay.
You guys brought some photos of some
Yes.
of the things and activities. And just tell us about what's on the screen.
Oh, okay. Big Lots and Oakmans. Every month they give us their donation every month, so we go pick it up. They are partnership with us, the ones in Oakland. So shout out to Big Lots. The
Easter event.
yes, Hopping in the Spring event. This is our fourth one. It was amazing. It definitely was amazing, and we had a lot of kids there, so it's nice.
That was fun.
It was.
That was on Christmas Day last year. No,
Yes.
the
Year before.
The year
year
before.
before, yes.
Yeah. Again, B2 Outlet in Lansing. They did a donation drive for me, and that's for them from Lansing, so B2 Outlet.
And you got your own building this
Yes.
past year too.
Yes.
Yep.
Me and the Easter Bunny, the Hopping into the Spring event, and one of my volunteers next to the Easter Bunny, and some kids. Me and Barbara Bike, we partner up. A young lady came in that was homeless, and she needed the transportation, so Barbara Bike presented her with a brand new bike.
It's a nice neighbor to have.
Yes, it is.
He's awesome. He is.
And some of my volunteers and board members, a retired officer, Jim Snyder, Tanya from American One, and this young man, Mark, and one of my board members, Brittany, and myself. So, the kids had an amazing time. They truly did. Joystick Mobile, he comes every year. The kids really love that. They really love it.
You can't get them away from the bubbles. It's neat.
And that's part of the back to school event. We just had some games for the community to play.
Yeah, you're really in a great location. You are in a neighborhood, and I noticed when I stopped by your back to school event, people were walking
Yeah.
to get to it.
Yes.
Yes.
We ended up doing really good getting that building with the big parking lot, and it was a blessing.
Yes, it truly was. As you can see, the kids having fun at the Easter event. We was preparing for it then.
You've got so much that you give. Food baskets and the back to school thing, the backpacks and school supplies, food.
There's events year round.
Yeah, and it's give.
Yeah.
And I just wonder where do you get everything? You know, it's got.
No. A lot of things from, different places such as Sean Kennedy from Polly's, Walmart's, Myers, Kroger's, and a lot of places in Lansing and Detroit.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
So there's a lot of, you knock on a lot of doors.
Yes, I do.
And then occasionally we get people that just popping out of the blue. We had an organization, a group of people come down from Traverse City out of the blue and just said, here's a check. We seen you on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
What about looking ahead to this year? What are some of the things you guys hope to accomplish?
this year I'm claiming bigger and better. I got so many things in store, Bart, for this year, but I'm doing it a little different. My schedule is different this year. I definitely want to go out to the street and introduce myself to some of the people that said that they don't know me, so I want to make sure that they know me and where I'm from and what I do for the community. So I'm trying to reach all of Jackson County.
We're going to expand the outreach.
Yeah.
Well, I think the community knows you. you've got your face is 15 feet tall on the side.
Yes.
The mural on the side of Jackson, Michigan Giving Back that's where the organization is located, and on the corner of Lansing and
Clinton.
Yes. And another shout out to Aaron Strutt. That's who came and did that mural for me. So it's amazing. Every time I look at it, it brings me a little teary-eyed. I'm trying not to cry on your show, Barb, because I'm good
And he
at
just popped in out of the blue and said, I want to donate this to you. I want to do it for you.
And it's truly been a blessing.
He's got amazing talent.
He does.
What are some of the things that you hear from the people that get your help?
You were just talking about that one story.
It was this homeless couple. It was last year, and they was going through a hard time like all of us do. And they've been coming for months. So in October, they came and brought me a gift and told me that they got a home and they got a job. And it made me cry. I was like, oh my God. And the words was, thank you. And that's all I needed to hear. Thank you carry a lot of weight.
Yeah, it was apparent that there's a lot of gratitude for all the giving that you provide the community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you've been a volunteer from the very beginning with the organization. Why do you like being part?
It's very fulfilling. Just being able to help people, that's the gratification right there, because it makes you feel like you're making a difference. And to do it with somebody like Brenda, it's an amazing thing.
Thank you.
Well, your enthusiasm is contagious, and I know that's why a lot of people like to help and volunteer, and that's what I think makes the organization so successful.
Yes, I agree. And I give, and I tell people, Jackson, Michigan giving back to the community is personal to me. As a little girl, my mother worked at 2 jobs and trying to provide for us. And I used to hear her cry, but when I went to her door, she would say, well, Brenda, I said, Mommy, you okay? And she said, I got a cold. But as I got older, I knew what she was doing. She was struggling. At age 13, I had a kid, a kid having a kid and trying to provide. And so this is why it's passion to me. So.
It's a great mission. Thanks for coming in and talking about it. And great to see you both.
You
Thank
too.
you, Bart. Thank
Be
you.
safe going home.
From Jackson, Michigan Giving Back, Brenda Hughes and Edward Kraut. That's it. We're all out of time. This note from Jackson Public Schools: all evening activities are canceled for tonight for JPS. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks to everybody for being part of it. Thanks to Brenda and Edward. We'd like to have you come back here tomorrow. We've got a great lineup of guests scheduled tomorrow afternoon. And tomorrow on the morning show, Dr. Rose Johnson and Tracy Van Buskirk from the Center for Family Health and the owner of Enchanted Forest Restaurant and more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm Adrian Sharp. Today on Food Circus, we're headed back to beautiful Lake Somerset with Jim White and friends for a special winter extravaganza. Food, drinks, and fun, we've got it all. There's a lot going on, so let's get started Lake Somerset style with Chief Operating Officer at Prospect Airport Services, Jim White.
Lake living does not stop, in the summer. It's year-round here, and really it's a lifestyle. So we get out on the lake, we trash the powder, and it's a great experience. We have a lot of fun. I really love it out here. It's an amazing place. It really is, and it's a little kept secret.
While everybody's having a great time, Chris Langley is going to show me a couple party appetizer favorites.
Well, so first thing we've got just a dip. It's a pretty easy dip. Black beans, corn, red onions, green peppers, sour cream, a little taco seasoning. Love this stuff. We're always looking for something that we can kind of share as a community, whether it's summer, winter, playing cards, whatever we're doing. Mix this up. Chips here. It's a fantastic little community dish. So this is my cast iron pan. I love it. Again, it's a community dish. Set it in front of everybody. All it is just plain biscuit dough, chicken, buffalo sauce, little cream cheese, mozzarella, chives. Pack it inside there, bake them, a little butter and garlic and parsley on top. Bake it in the center. Really easy, not trying to overcomplicate this. Set this in the middle of everybody while we're having some cocktails maybe, and off we go.
This is such an awesome dip. I mean, all fresh vegetables and the black beans, the corn. Now, do you guys compete on who kind of has the best dishes, you know, when you guys are getting together for the family get-together parties, or what?
No, there really isn't any competition. So my wife doesn't do a lot of cooking. I do all the cooking, so it's not really, if you need a cake, you need a pie, you need a brownie, Kel's your girl. But if you need this stuff, yeah, probably not gonna happen.
So now this is the super incredible kind of a buffalo chicken biscuit, all in one. Steaming. Wow, that is really good. Not too spicy, got great flavor. The biscuit is soft and flaky, buttery, amazing.
We've got the appetizers, now we need the drinks, and Kelly Langley is just the person to help us out.
Okay, now we're transitioning into a cocktail section of this party. Now, Kelly said, yeah, I might not cook a lot, okay? And Chris definitely made sure to point that one out.
Yeah, he did.
But the cocktail master is in the house, so this is probably the most important part of the party?
I think so.
I do too. So, we got some awesome ingredients. I'm familiar with some of them and how some of them go together, but this is a different drink altogether. Tell me a little bit about this one, Kel.
So I learned about this drink actually a couple weeks ago. We were up skiing with friends up north. Go out to dinner, and the drink on special was a drink called Butterfinger. So nice, yeah, taste in. The lady said, you know, it tastes just like a candy bar.
Yes.
After a day of being outside skiing, we thought, well, that'd be perfect. So this is a Butterfinger, and it's equal parts of Bailey's, vodka, butter shots, and Kahlua.
Oh, sweet. Equal parts.
Equal parts.
No messing this one up, okay?
No, exactly. If you're gonna have a 4-ingredient drink, at least keep it simple that they all go in at equal measurements.
Absolutely. And just like we were speaking before the show, when actually I talked to Jim, I said, you know, it's nice when you're out in the cold to have a drink that feels like it's kind of warming you up. And even if it's on ice, it still will warm you up.
Okay.
All right, Bailey's first.
Bailey's first, and make sure we have enough for everybody, which is an important part of making cocktails, right?
Yeah, and that's a nice little measuring cup too. It's awesome. It, you know, offers all the different specific measurements so that you don't get too much or too little, right? Not too much vodka.
And if you do, that's okay.
And the
Going with
Butterfinger, that is the special ingredient in this one here. So it'll be interesting to see how this changes.
This is actually the first cocktail I've ever come across that's required me to buy butter shots.
Yeah, butterscotch.
So-
Who didn't grow up eating those hard butterscotch candies, right? I mean, we grew up eating those things.
It's always
I don't
nice
know if they
to
even make those anymore, do they?
learn a new drink. Okay, I might get a little bit heavy on the vodka there, but that'll be okay.
That one's going to Chris for sure. Too much
Chris
vodka.
for sure. Okay, so I don't put the ice in the shaker because it is, I've taste tested.
Gotcha.
It's better to put the ice in the glass and not in here. I don't know why.
There you go.
But we did a taste test. I'm gonna shake this over here just in case we get some spillage.
You're not worried about getting it watered down at all, though. And then, like she said before, everyone's getting a kind of even, same amount.
You know,
Blend
and
of drinks, you know?
it's so
Ice in the glass.
yummy that it really doesn't last long enough to get watered down.
There you go. The Butterfinger, right?
The Butterfinger, as sold to us up north. So we just took them at their word that this was the name of it.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, this sounds amazing. I know it smells really good too. Kelly, thank you very much. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Very smooth.
Not bad. Yeah.
Dangerous. Okay, so you gotta be very
Yes.
careful, be responsible. Now, you could make this drink and then I wouldn't care what you cooked, so it wouldn't matter if you were good or not at cooking, because if you had this, it wouldn't bother me a bit. We already have some really awesome dinner rolls. I bet you're a good cook.
I'm not.
You may not claim to be a great cook, Kelly, but you can make a phenomenal cocktail. Now let's transition to Jim Whita, who's gonna make one of my favorites.
Well, Manhattans are fantastic, and you know, with the bourbon market exploding, everybody wants a bourbon, and bourbon's great. And I love bourbon, but rye whiskey is amazing with sweet vermouth. It's just the way to go. And Templeton, I think, makes one of the finest rye whiskeys out there. They've won a number of awards for Manhattan specifically, and I like to drink it. But you always have to surround a great rye whiskey with some great ingredients.
Yep.
So what we start off with is it's 2 to 1, and that's really all you have to know. It's 2 ounces of Templeton rye to 1 ounce of sweet vermouth.
Right.
So we'll pour it up, but I'm gonna pour 4 because there's 2.
There you go.
Yeah.
In the vermouth, see, they make a sweet and a dry. Now, you don't want to mistake putting a dry vermouth in this cocktail because they're very, very different. You'll see the dry vermouth used in a lot of vodka and gin martinis, but this is what you want to use for the Manhattan.